Hello everyone, my name is Jenna. I have been on Mounjaro / Zepbound for a little over 6 months. I have lost 70 pounds in that time. I am so grateful for this medication and what it has done for me. It has, I am just so grateful. I have more energy, I feel better, my self-esteem is better. It basically improved my whole life. It changed my entire life, how I live, what I do, my confidence. So I want to start by saying I couldn't be more grateful for these medications. I am excited that I live at a time where they are available. My aunt who died of diabetes could have benefited so and was very overweight. And I think, gosh, if she just would have hung in there for a couple more years, she really could have benefited from these medications. So I'm very grateful they are available before I go down that road. I want to talk about these medications, though, being cost prohibitive to a lot of people. As I've said in previous videos, I pay out of pocket. And, the only advantage to that I can see is I can do Mounjaro or Zepbound because I am paying out of pocket and it really doesn't matter. So with the shortage, whatever I can find is fine with me. Right, wrong, good, bad, indifferent. People saying I shouldn't be taking Mounjaro, it's taking it from diabetics, blah, blah, blah. I'm pre-diabetic, I'm hypertensive. I feel like, and I was overweight. I started at 288 pounds, and I am still overweight. So I kind of have stopped feeling guilty about getting that medication because, yes, I do need it. So I pay out of pocket for Zepbound. It is $550 a month. So that's a big chunk, and a lot of people don't have that. And I talked a little bit in another video about insurances dropping GLP-1s. It is just starting to cost them too much money. North Carolina, I think it was Delaware, and somewhere else in the Northeast. My cousin down in West Virginia, she works for a college there, and they stopped paying for GLP-1. She got a letter. So a lot of people are being dropped from, insurances aren't paying for these GLP-1s. However, I found something interesting, and my first reaction to it, honestly, was to get mad before I thought it all through. There are states, including mine, where if you are on medical assistance, Medicaid, not Medicare, Medicaid and medical assistance, they will cover GLP-1s for $3 a month. My first reaction to that was to get sort of annoyed that I go to work every day. I pay for my insurance, and my insurance company, I'm paying, over $300 a month for my insurance, and my insurance will not cover GLP-1s, even though I clearly need it. My blood pressure has gone down. My blood work is normal now. I was having high cholesterol. I was pre-diabetic. My blood work doesn't show that anymore. So it really has improved my life. I guess the insurance company thought, well, hey, we'll just pay for it when she develops diabetes, because I was going down that road. But so my first reaction was to get angry. Like, hey, I'm busting my butt. I go to work every day, and my insurance company, and I'm paying all this money out of pocket, my insurance company won't pay for it. But yet people who don't go to work or what have you are getting these medications for free. Well, that basically for free. That's not fair. And then, but I think right after my initial reaction, I have to take a step back. Because a lot of times, poorer populations or populations that are more in need don't get the medical care that they should. For whatever reason, whether it's access or whatever, they are unable to get the medication they need. Secondly, I thought, who am I to think that I am any better than anybody else or in need more than anybody else? I see how this medication has changed my life. And I've even got on here and complained saying I think insurance companies need to pick this up. Like, this is crazy. These are life-changing medications. This could prevent so many disease processes, and these insurances aren't paying for it. So who am I to say somebody on Medicaid should not have access to these medications for weight loss? They have the same struggles that I do, if not more, because there is, in most cases, there's not the money. And then I thought, I need to be gracious. I need to be grateful that I can afford to pay for these medications out of pocket. That, I had parents that valued, two college educated parents who valued education and pushed me in that direction and showed me how important education was. And I'm very fortunate that I have the job that I do. But I think the initial reaction was to get angry and say, well, it's not fair for me to put out that money when someone else can pay $3. And with the healthcare, with healthcare being not as good for some populations, or people don't have as much access, and they don't have money for certain foods, and they live in environments where if you don't have a lot, well, it used to be this way, if you don't have money, McDonald's is cheap. And not anymore, ladies and gentlemen. McDonald's is not cheap. But that fast food was the cheapest thing that you could get. And so they were kind of pushed into that, like, not getting the medical care that they deserved, not having the nutrition they deserve, not having the resources that they should have. So, as I thought about it, and I thought, I actually think it's good that they have access to these medications, that they can be educated on more educated on nutrition and exercise and what you should be doing for your body. It helps with the next generation. Their children are seeing how they're treating their body. I mean, and when I see how much a GLP-1 has affected my life and how beneficial it was for me, I want everybody to have that experience. Not just people who can afford to pay $1,000 a month, but everyone should benefit. I sit here and, talk about medical care in this country and how, Germany and other countries are paying less money for these GLP-1s, and why is it so expensive here, and this, that, and the other thing. I would be a hypocrite to say, well, no, it should be for everyone who has, the means to pay for it. This is medical care. This is your life. There is no one's life means more than someone else's. And honestly, in a lot of these situations, I really do look and think it is life or death. I was slowly killing myself with food. I am 5'3". I weighed 288 pounds. I went on keto and this, that. my blood sugars, my blood pressure was high. I mean, I could have had a stroke. I could develop diabetes. So many things could have happened. So, yeah, I don't think it's outrageous to say it's a life or death thing. These medications are saving people's lives. People who have diabetes and had a hard time regulating it. They're finding they're getting on these medications and they're getting regulated. And maybe that will prevent other issues for them. So, I just wanted to hop on here and say that because I am sure it's going to get out more and more. People are going to be upset. Why is Medicaid paying when state employees who are going to work aren't getting this medication in North Carolina? Why is that fair? And just in closing, it's fair because we are all people, and all insurance companies should be paying this. I don't care what kind of insurance. With a medication that is this life-changing, helping this many people, it is preventative care. That's what it is. And we all should have access to preventative care. Not just, I have to lose 10 pounds and I have the money to pay for it. I have the $550 or $1,000 to put out every month. So I am more deserving than the 300-pound woman who, does not have a job that provides health insurance, or she can't afford health insurance. Who are you to say because you're 10 pounds that person who is really struggling doesn't need this medication as well? And I just wanted to get on here and say that because I feel like I had to check myself a little bit about that, because my first reaction was to cry not fair too. But I think if you think about it, it does make sense, and everybody should have access. And it's disappointing that when we're paying so much money to insurance companies, they can't get it together and pay for these GLP-1s. I don't care if they have to raise premiums $30 a month. Big deal. I'm not using, how many years that I haven't used my medical insurance other than for my yearly checkup. And I'm telling you, it was years that I didn't use my health insurance for really anything. My GYN exams and my physicals, that's it. There it ended. So, I paid for other, people want to say we don't want to pay for other people to have this. I've been paying for other people for how many years? I mean, for a long time I've been paying for other people, and that is okay. That's how it should be. But I wanted to just really talk about this because somehow, some way, I know someone is going to hear it and take issue, and I just kind of wanted to give it another perspective. If you have anything you want to add, please leave a comment, subscribe. I would love to have you here. Thank you and have a good day.